The gameplay demo at PAX had high impact pulse rifles hitting a little bit more damage than they already do. As a result, I've been getting the same question in my Twitch chat, which is, do you think high impact pulse rifles are gonna be meta? That question is what brings us to today's video. I'm going to say that high impact pulse rifles have always been meta. I can't think back to an era of Destiny 2 where a high impact pulse rifle wasn't my go-to long range team shot option. Seriously, your Destiny character has 10 weapon slots in the kinetic and 10 weapon slots in the energy. In at least one of those 20 slots, I would always bring a high impact pulse rifle whenever I'm playing competitive matches. In the early days of Destiny 2, my favorite high impact pulse rifle was New Monarchy's Legal Action. It had high caliber rounds and rampage, and I combined it with the Fighting Lions so that when I picked up a kill, my next kill was that much easier. But of course, that changed in Season 3 when the Redrix's Claymore was revealed to be the pinnacle competitive reward. Since Season 3, Redrix's Claymore, and subsequently the Broadsword, has never left my inventory for a competitive match. For Season 3 PvP, for Season 4 PvP, for Season 5 PvP, for Season 6 PvP, and even Season 7 PvP, Redrix's Broadsword has been my bread and butter. Out of all the pinnacle weapons, Redrix's Broadsword demonstrates the best risk versus reward. For those of you who don't know, the Redrix's Broadsword operates with headshot kills. If you get a headshot, you proc Outlaw. If you then reload your weapon, you proc Desperado, which is a drastic increase to fire rate. And this does two things. It makes your follow-up shots easier, and it makes your time to kill the most lethal out of any pulse rifle. A giant underrated function of Redrix's Broadsword is the fact that Desperado is tied to Outlaw, so you can actually delay the proc of Desperado so that you could use it at a more advantageous time. As fate would have it, the community reception to Redrix's Claymore and Broadsword was never really too positive. I heard a lot of complaints about the gun, that its on-paper description doesn't really match up to how it actually plays. I'll contrast that by saying that whenever I ask people who I consider some of the best players in the entire world for Destiny 2 what they think of the Redrix's Broadsword, they have glowing responses. They love this gun, they think it is amazing, if not one of the best weapons in the entire game. So taking that idea into consideration, I would say that the entire family of high impact pulse rifles does not need a buff. But if there is going to be a buff, it should be precision only, and there should be no body shot damage buff, or even there should be a body shot damage nerf to have more emphasis on the new headshot damage. If there's a Bungie developer watching this video, I think you did a fantastic job, probably the best out of the gate archetype balancing for any weapon. I really hope that in the future, with any additional weapons added in the game, that the balance formula for these weapons takes a page out of the Redrix's Broadsword with a good risk-reward and a heavy emphasis on precision. For any viewer wondering what I'm talking about, let's just contrast real quick with the background footage. Everyone in the background is using Outbreak Prime, and they are getting dumped on. Although Outbreak Prime has mega aim assist and bullet bending technology, it can't do anything to the sheer lethality of a Redrix's Broadsword user who hits them in the face. This is a great example of the harder to use weapon having a better risk reward, and the easier to use weapon having an average but considerably easier time to kill. To me, this is when Destiny PvP is at its absolute best. But as always, that's just my opinion. So if you have anything to add, if you want to try to respectfully sway me, feel free to do so in the comment section below. I love having conversations with you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one.